I believe life's mission is to test truly how good we are, to leave our comfort zone, make mistakes, try out new things in life. And when it's all said and done, when we're truly out of time, there are no regrets. So how do we get better in our everyday life? There are three questions that I have collected over the years that I'm about to share with you guys today. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erkka Suvanto. Some of you call me EJ. I'm here on social media to build a legacy for my kids and to pass on all the life and business lessons to each and every one of you. Today I wanted to take this back to happiness and look at improvement, how to get better daily. It's that 0.1% or 1% every day, little by little over the years. And like I said in my intro, I'm a big believer in testing what we are truly capable of doing. If we always stay in our comfort zone, never travel, never meet new people, never take risks, start businesses and fail and make mistakes and learn how to lose, we haven't seen what we are truly capable of doing when we have to punch our ticket at the end of the day. So like I said, there are three questions and I will now share those with you guys. Number one, what would it take? What would it take to get this job? What would it take to get this deal? Does bias exist in this world? Is there always a reason? Is there always somebody else? Maybe. Some people seem to think that way. I'm not a big believer in finding excuses. Bias does exist. Age, gender, race, whatever. But at the end of the day, what I've noticed is that we can always go back and ask ourselves, what would it take? Meaning, are we truly good enough? When I first moved to the US when I was 19 years old, I had a funny name and a funny accent. I wasn't very smooth when it comes to knowing what to do or what my true capabilities were. Obviously, I was young. It would have been so easy for me to blame others, but luckily I understood pretty soon that whether I landed a job or not, it was up to me. So I got to test what my capabilities were. So the idea is not to blame ourselves and beat yourself up in front of a mirror. But I believe that almost every single answer can be found when looking ourselves in the mirror. And it boils down to this. When we know how to do that, we don't blame others, we take full responsibility. We are at the end of the day accountable. And when we are accountable, we own our own future. And then we can go back to the core question, what would it take? When you go and talk to that person interviewing you for that new job, and you ask, what would it take? The answer reveals whether you're good enough or not. That's what I believe. Going to number two. This is one of my favorite topics, what I call the ignorance debt. Meaning, what should I know? What should I know that I don't know? That I don't know. Also known as the ignorance debt. It basically means that the highest cost in this life is the cost of not knowing what you don't know. If we know where we are good and bad, meaning if we are self-aware, using the navigation example, which is one of my favorite sayings in the whole world, people are always so busy typing in the destination. But the core problem typically is that we don't know where we are. We don't have the GPS on, the location finder on. The cost of not knowing what we don't know. If we know where we suck, where we are bad at, what we are bad at, we are halfway there. But if we had zero, we don't even know what we're not that good at. There's a long way to the finish line. And there are two ways to pay down the ignorance debt. So one, you can do it with time. This means experience. You can do everything by yourself and learn by doing. This is basically what I have done. Making a lot of mistakes, doing everything by myself, not delegating a lot, like I've mentioned in my previous videos, and learning everything by doing. Yes, you pay down the ignorance debt. You learn a lot from different disciplines, from different functions, but it also takes a lot longer. A faster way, maybe even a more flexible way, assuming if you're coachable, is you can pay down the ignorance debt with money. And this basically means that you use other people as your mentors, as your teachers, as your coaches. And the idea is that you can live multiple lifetimes of lessons when you listen to the right people and without the scars, meaning people who have gone through what you are about to go through can guide you, can give you advice. They have already been there where you want to go. They are so much better than you. So listen to the right people. Yes, it will cost you money, so you have to pay for coaching, personal training services, or whatever it is. But the idea is that we talk to people who are better than us. And that way we can pay down the ignorance debt as well. What should I know that I don't know? It's a big one. Moving on to the last one, number 3. What would you tell me? What would you tell me if you knew that I didn't get upset? Did not get upset. It's a long sentence. So putting feelings aside, what would you tell me if you knew I didn't get upset? Some people hold secrets or the key information, not secrets, but the key information to their chest because the other party, the person they talk to, is overly sensitive or emotional, so they want to hold back. Yes, of course, there are different ways how you can express your opinions and give advice and tell people what they should do or shouldn't do if asked, obviously. But oftentimes we hold back too much and the other person doesn't get the truth. So here's the process for me regarding number 3. All starts with ask for feedback. Ask for feedback. Once you get it, you ask yourself honestly, if true, make the change right away. Make the change right away, no matter how painful, no matter how much it hurts. It's always the first time. Because at the end of the day, I wish when we punch that ticket that we mentioned in the beginning, when we are truly out of time, I wish is the thing that I try to avoid at all costs. So regret is the biggest enemy. What I'm desperately scared of is regret at the end of the day. So that's why I'm willing to have hard conversations with people, being extremely self-aware and talk to myself and say, okay, do I need to do this right now or later? Would I be better off if I made the change right away instead of waiting for a year or 5 years? So a shorter update today. Hopefully these 3 questions are useful to you. If yes, thanks for watching and please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, thank you.